Ian, where we all start is a general mapping of the 90 minutes. What's your thoughts?
It's a lot of action in the first half, obviously. I felt we took a bit of time to settle, new formation, which is understandable. And we go 2-0 up without playing particularly great at that point in the game, and a couple of opportunities for Morton as well. And then we go back into our normal formation, and we looked a bit more assured, I felt, in the game. We scored 2 decent goals, opportunities that were handed to us, and we let in an extremely poor couple of goals as well.
As a centre half yourself back in the day, talk us through how you seen the 2 goals that we conceded. We get ourselves in such a position of advantage that it's the worst possible response.
Yeah, I mean, the first goal, goalkeeper mistake. It's as simple as that. We can dress it up any way we want, but it was a real blow for us at that point because we've just scored to go 2-0. It changes the momentum of the game, it changes the mood of the players, because that's a natural reaction. So, it's an individual error. Second one, couple of things in there. Again, the goalkeeper's got to take charge of those areas. It's poor set up from the corner kick, in my opinion. I don't quite understand why we allow our defender to be on the outside of the striker when you're trying to protect your own goal. So maybe it comes down to a little bit of inexperience between the sticks at the moment, but it's a learning curve for everybody. So overall, the 2 goals we let in are really, really poor. It's 2 corner kicks that we should really defend properly.
In terms of goalkeeping, are we looking for some cover just now? How far advanced are we with that? Because obviously no sub-goalie today.
It's very difficult. It's one of those really hard ones to get, because most teams want the goalkeeper that comes in to start the game, or they won't do such a short loan option. So we found it really difficult. We did go around numerous clubs, and once you tell them it's short term, then comes all the questions, and as I say, they want them all to start the game. We will be looking at it now over the next 7 to 10 days. Maybe it has to be a little bit longer, maybe it has to be a bit more experienced.
We're disappointed, I guess, particularly in the second goal. There's a suggestion possibly the ball comes off the arm at the back post, but it does go right across our 6-yard box. The kind of balance to that is, who are you looking to take control of that situation there?
I think the goalkeeper must take control of his box. It's the oldest one in the book, really. Take charge, and then it's on you. We can look at we can look how the corner kick came about, and we have to appreciate how the corner kick came about and our setup as well, and not try and pin it just on one person. But my belief is goalkeepers should take charge of their area. They should have that real demand on themselves, demand on others around them to be protected. So we're disappointed to lose, obviously, the goals, and to lose them at the times that we did. Straight after we scored to go 2-0, and then straight before half time. After that, particularly towards the end of the game, I felt we found our momentum, but it was too little, too late.
In terms of looking at the table before the game, I think any right-minded person would see that Morton are kind of genuine title contenders. But do you see this as a point gained or 2 dropped ultimately?
It's 2 dropped. It's an opportunity missed for us. We'll remain positive on that, of course, because Morton have had a lot of plaudits this season, and we're sitting 6 points behind them, so we can't be that bad all of a sudden. It's very easy for people to throw stones at us, which happens in football. I've said it for a long time now. Suddenly, you're king of the castle when you win a game, and you're a 0 when you lose a game or draw a game. So we're used to that. You're used to that in football. It's understandable as well. It's a reaction and emotion that comes with it. But I think once we reflect on ourselves over the next day or two, we'll see this as an opportunity missed, and that's all it is. We now go forward. We have a great opportunity in our next game away to Hamilton to try and pick up 3 points, and that's always our aim to do that.
Tom Lang comes through the 90 minutes this evening. How did you see his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was excellent, done really, really well, deservedly man of the match, showed great aggression, showed everything you want in a centre half, quite frankly. He was committed in the tackle, committed in the headers, tried to pass the ball as well. Very tough to ask players to come in and play the full 90 minutes. It was in the back of our minds that he might not last the 90 minutes. I think there was a breakaway towards the end where he looked dead on his feet. Testament to the guy though, because he gives you absolutely everything in the game. He gives everything at training. Delighted to have him back and available in the squad, and performed exactly how I thought he would, wholehearted, committed to the cause.
Bare bones and a bit war-wounded towards the end of the game there. What's your thoughts, ruling your kind of thumb over how the squad's looking just now?
Yeah, we've been short pretty much all season, David, to be honest with you. We've probably had one game, I think, where we've had a full bench, and it's just been one of those periods for the team and the squad that we've not managed to get everybody fit at the right time, or for a substantial amount of time. We're picking up niggles all over the place, so the players have done remarkably well to come through that, and to come through a really tough, last few weeks as well, and still show the hunger and desire that they are showing. So it's not been easy. There's no point in hiding that. It's been very difficult for the medical staff as well, difficult for the players, but we help them and support them as much as we can.
You're faced with that conundrum of kind of juggling what you've got and looking at what you might feel you need to add. Any kind of movement likely over the Christmas period?
I hope so. I think we do need to add. We've touched on the goalkeeper's position. There'll be a few frustrated players within the squad who aren't playing as well. Again, understandable, because you're a footballer, you want to play games, but they need to earn the right as well. We're not just going to play guys for the sake of it. They need to make sure the standards stay high, dislodge players that are currently in that position, and that provides it goes throughout the squad. You need pushed all the time, and I feel that has hampered us at points this season where there's not been enough to push them on. So when we get that, and we will, then hopefully we improve a little bit, and we pick up more points in the second half.
Could we hear directly from yourself, Ian, in terms of an update on our loan players? How likely is it that the boys will stay? What's the negotiations like across the clubs? Yeah,
obviously we're coming to that stage now where the loans are expiring. We've obviously had dialogue with all three clubs that are involved with. Aberdeen are very keen for Kieran to stay with us. They're happy with his progress. He's had to wait for his opportunity. He's been a wee bit unfortunate at times as well, out of position a little bit, even tonight, having to play that wee bit further forward, which is very hard to do. So he's gained valuable experience by being with us, so we'll speak to Aberdeen again tomorrow, see where we go with that, but that's a positive one. Kyle, we need to speak to Kilmarnock about again as well. Again, hard for Kyle. He's came up a level first time in the Championship, and he's had some really, really good games, and he's had games that haven't been so good. So we need to speak to Derek at Kilmarnock, and we also need to speak to Kyle himself and his agent on Connor. Obviously took a pretty bad head knock tonight, but he's been great for us. He really has. I think he's done his chances no harm in his future career by showing the right attitude, showing the right desire. He's a quiet lad, as most people know, but he's very, very confident in himself. The dialogue with crew is very positive. So he'll go back down south for a couple of days to enjoy his Christmas. We'll pick it up again at the middle of next week, but at the moment all signs are pretty positive on those boys.
Great. Finishing off, have you got a message for Raith Rovers fans as we get ready to leave?
I hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas and a good New Year, and we start off the season the New Year with a win away to Hamilton. But their support so far has been excellent. The players, myself, and all the rest of the staff really appreciate it. They are the blood of the club, if you like. We are passing through at times, and we have to try and give them more fun times, and that's what we strive to do. But their support's been immense so far.
On behalf of Raith Rovers fans, take that message right back to your squad. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.